Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Now in this video tutorial I'm going to walk you through how you could create a mascot. Okay, so the mascot could be essentially a cartoon, right? A 2D or 3D cartoon style mascot, or even an animal style mascot. Okay, so this is great for your brand, your business. Maybe you want to create a persona, maybe somewhere that it would be useful for your business or company, or maybe something playful. So mascots really come in use, especially for the branding, for the exposure, something that's relatable, that people love, that can, they see that mascot as part of your company. I mean, all kind of businesses, there's so many businesses out there, especially sports, they have mascots that represent the company, and it creates that identity, that cute cuddly identity when it comes to the mascot, or even a professional one. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and let's select create video. So I'm going to look at two style mascots. We'll look at the cartoon version and also the animal version. Okay, so in terms of the cartoon version, once we select, I'm going to go for the 16:9 because they're large. It's much more larger proportion when we create that character. So straight away I'm going to look at the prompt. Let's go for a male. We can select different ethnicities, but I'm going to go for 2D cartoon. So let's say as a mascot you can decide what kind of mascot you create. So superhero mascot. Okay, I'll go ahead and generate. Now yes, you can do the face swap ability. So if you want to make this a personal mascot, that you essentially could be your own mascot, or maybe your client, that's completely up to you. But for this right now, just on this test right now in this demonstration, I'm going to keep this without any images. However, I may add my own image, okay, as we go along. So let's see. First of all, let's give this a few moments to generate a mascot. Okay, let's see what it actually comes up with, and then once we come up with this image here, what we can do, because the prompt, I've kept it purposely very small. Okay, it's only 2 words essentially. Okay, there we got superhero mascot. This is a 2D version. If I wanted to, I can go ahead and extend that prompt, so that will actually extend and make it more extensive and give us even better graphic design when it comes to that. But for the next part, actually, let me see if I can find my image. Let me put my image on there. Let me extend the prompt, and let's expand upon those words here. So dynamic superhero mascot character in a powerful pose. So you can kind of see, you can do this with anything. So you can change the clothing. Maybe you want a detective, maybe you want a doctor, a dentist, a roofer, carpenter, a chiropractor, maybe one for birthday videos, song videos, children's story videos, etc, etc. So let's go ahead and regenerate. So it's completely up to you. So again, this will come down to what is the angle, what are you looking to achieve by creating the mascot, what is the intention behind the mascot. And once you kind of identify the requirements for the mascot and how it could fit into your videos or your business, or maybe your client's business, then that will translate into the kind of character that you're going to create in terms of the mascot, the branding, the colors. Those things can bleed into the prompts when you're creating. Then you can kind of tailor make the prompt around the brand colors, what maybe the business or the company is trying to represent, strong, confidence, intelligence, etc, etc. So these are some of the things that we kind of think and we take on board, or we take to in account when creating out a mascot. So how, when someone first sees that mascot, the relationship they build with the mascot, the psychology behind it, how are they going to feel when they see that mascot, what are the feelings or the attachment that they build from it. So here we have a mascot. Here you go, it's got my face, and technically that could be the mascot. Okay, so things like art, things like this. Okay, so it's got Cityscape Brighton with a comic book style. So you can see it's got comic book style in there. I can remove that and recreate it, but that's completely fine. So there's one version of a mascot. Now when I'm happy with this mascot, I can download it, and I now have that graphic. Okay, and if I go through the process of generating different motions for it, I can do an audio. Let's actually, what I'll do, I'll go ahead and show you this. Actually, let's just import any kind of audio, so we have this locked in. So here we can have, say, superhero mascot, mascot tutorial. Okay, so that's version number 1, and I can do 2D version 1, and we go ahead and render that video. Okay, oh, select motion. We see we need to make sure we got a motion. Let's just go for no hand movements. Let's keep this really, really simple. Go to next, render, and it should be now part of the queue. Okay, so that's one version that's already made for us. Alongside that, what we can do, let's go back to create the video. I come back through the motions. You saw how very simple it was. Okay, let's do male, but this time I'm going to go for 3D cartoon, and I'm going to go for superhero mascot. Keep that simple. Let's go to extend prompt, and let's see what it generates. I mean, when we're generating this, it could even be, you know, more digital, more Pixar style mascot, that more dynamic, clean, chiseled look. And that would just be a case of feeding that into the prompt like so, or you know, you could regenerate the prompt or the graphic itself as many times as you want. And just reading this, it says powerful superhero mascot with a dynamic pose, wearing a colorful and unique costume, standing in a heroic stance. Mascot has a cape flowing in the wind. So things like that. The colorful or unique costume, so you could determine the specific color if it matches your brand color. That's something you can do. Now when it comes in the cape, you could also determine the cape and the style, and there we go, we have that like so. So what I'll do, I'll come back, I'll go to the image, I'll select next, and let's regenerate that, but this time it's going to superimpose my facial features via the face swap ability. Okay, so face swap has been enabled, and it will go ahead and regenerate that. And things like, you know, the S on the chest, okay, we know that's more Superman related. We could actually rebrand that. We could have a different style of letter, maybe the company letters, maybe the initials of the company or the business, whatever it may be, of your storyboard, etc., etc. So you can customize it depending on your needs, wants, and even your desires. And even if you're doing this for a little bit of fun and testing this just to see what it comes up with. So once we've done that, you can see my face now is on there. A beautiful graphic that's designed, and I go ahead and I select download, okay? So I want to download that graphic because I then always have a copy for that. And that's it. That graphic is now being created. You can see how clean it is, and it is ready to use. So I can actually go ahead and use this on any graphic design that I want, and I'll show you shortly how you can also remove the background. So once that's done, I can go ahead and let's select next. Let's do no hand movements. Let's import audio because let's just do that. Next, and then we've got project name. And this one is going to be 3D version number 2. Okay, so this is another version. We've got version 1, go back, and we've got 2 versions, you can see, like so. So all of these can be customized as much as you want, but that's essentially how you could create a mascot. Now, those are more human style 2D and 3D cartoon mascots. Now, let's go for animal video. I'll go for the 16:9 dimension aspect ratio. I go to new character. With the drop down, you'll see it's more limited because it's just going to be a male or female. Now, animal mascot. I'm going to keep this really, really simple because now a lot of the effort has been taken away because I have the ability of using AI and extend prompt. So I'm going to select extend prompt. You can do this yourself if you want. Just keep it nice and simple. You could tailor make it yourself, but for the purposes of this, I'm just going to create a random mascot during this demonstration. So here we got a cute and friendly animal mascot with vibrant colors, playful and energetic pose, fluffy fur texture, big expressive eyes, cartoon style illustration, highly detailed and sharp focus, bright and colorful palette with shades of pink. So you can see then it's got the digital art and realistic yet fantastical by a couple of people. So there's a very cute, cuddly mascot that's been created, and I can go ahead and I can download that. But if I want cute and friendly mascot, okay, that's done. Now, if I want, let's go for cute and friendly animal mascot. Let's say huge red lion mascot. Okay, let's just see what that comes up with. Okay, so there you got a huge red lion mascot ready to go. If I want, I can extend the prompt and make that even bigger. Okay, so it can extend upon that. Let's go ahead and regenerate. Okay, so this one you can see is standing, a much larger version of it, standing on a rocky cliff surrounded by lush greenery. I mean, you could even change the background if you want. You can determine that, or your mascot, but let's go ahead and download that. So I always suggest, you know, when you're creating these graphics, it takes no extra energy just to download that, and then you have that mascot right there. So you could go ahead and go to next. We could import audio. So for this, I just want to import audio just to show you the process of it. So next, we'll just type in this superhero. So this one will be an animal mascot tutorial cartoon. Okay, cartoon version 3, and that's it. Now for this, it's got an audio track, so it will probably be speaking along, but we've got our 3 versions of the mascot. Now the brilliant thing with this is that's it. That's how simple it is. Now what I can do, if I head over to we can find a background remover if we want. Okay, so I've got this background remover. This one I believe is free, so remove background. If I want now, let's take the superhero one. I simply come here, drag and drop. Okay, and what it'll do, it'll remove this background and just leave the graphic like so. And you can even see some of the illustrations, and then I can go ahead and download it. Okay, so that's it. So this is another great way. Now I can repurpose the graphic. I've stenciled out the background, I've removed the background, I can put my own logo in the background, any text. I can use this for advertisement, any graphics, any banners I need to create, or maybe thumbnails I want to create. That's completely up to me. Let's go ahead and let's select, let's go back actually a step. Let's go back to the remover, and what I want to do, I want to go back and let's go for the other one to kind of show you how it'll appear. And there we have the line also that will be removed. So this is another perfect way you can reuse the graphic and have it as a PNG, so you can always add any background that you want. Now I'm going to pull up something else. Okay, you don't have to use this if you have things like Artistly. If you want to find stuff like that, if you simply come here, you'll see a breakdown. I believe Artistly here will also have a background remover and other functions that you can use to really enhance the media also that you can create from this. So everything works in conjunction. Okay, however, for this I've got Canva up and you can see some of the thumbnails, but what I want to show you is that you can create these graphics. For the purpose of this, let's create a new page. What I wanted to do, I want to drag and drop and bring across my Superman graphic. Essentially, I can make it full screen or keep it as so, but for this, let's go ahead, let's go background remover, and it's the same process. That's what the main thing I want to show you is the process of removing the background, and there you go, that has been removed. What I can do, I can shorten this, I can crop it like so, and there you go, that's done. And if I want, let's go for the background. You can see how I can actually make the background any color that I want. Let's go for, let's keep this as white, and I'll explain why in just a moment. If I go to let's have a look. If I scroll up, yes, okay, so if I scroll up, you can see I've got a logo there. If this was for Talking Photos, and there you go. Okay, Talking Photos. If I wanted to, if I had any text, I could add some text. There's some great examples. Let's go for, think outside the box, just as an example. Okay, I'm not going to go edit anything, but just imagine if I wanted to do anything, I could do something like that. Or alternative, as an element, if I wanted to find a red glow, I could find that red glow, especially if I'm making my mascot, isn't it? So you're probably thinking, okay, there's a nice glow there, but it's in front of the face. I change the position, I put it backward, and it should ideally go behind the face like so. There you see a nice separation between the character, and I can move that around, and I can change the placement of that just for that dynamic effect. But you can understand that could be the mascot for us. Okay, so another example, let's do one more. Let's just bring the line across. Same process. This is great as well for thumbnails, any kind of graphics that I wanted. I could make it like so. I go back to the background remover, and it'll go ahead, and it's very, very accurate. I'm very shocked and surprised by this. Let's go ahead and let's do a bit of cropping once I'm happy with the size of it. Okay, I've got the edges. You don't have to do this, but I just like to be nice and organized. There we go, we've got a nice graphic there. I can take this, bring it across, and we have, let's have a look. Okay, we've got this graphic now, and there's nothing stopping you. If you have more than one mascot, you could do that. Check this out. I could bring our superhero across. Let's go ahead. So you could have a number of mascots, essentially like a suite of different mascots that may be part of different parts of your story or your business or your brand or different departments that you could implement and deploy. Okay, so each one would have its own department essentially. So there we go. That's it. So I wanted to show you this in this quick video, just how you could create mascots, whether you're using the 2D or 3D cartoon style videos or even the animal style videos, and then Upon creating that, you can actually download the graphics and use and repurpose those graphics, and there you can see that mascot there, the animal mascot is created there, and we've got superhero characters also. So you can create as many mascots as you want depending on the business, etc., etc., and you can customize the, what's written and make it more business related, more branding around the business name, the company name, the initials, the colors that are deployed, maybe the background of where the business is, etc., etc. So hopefully you enjoyed this very short video going over how you can create either 2D or 3D style mascots, or even animal style mascots. Okay, so I shall see you in another video. Okay, take care, bye bye.